Hey everybody, welcome to Chasing Rust. If you haven't been here before, I'm your host Josh, this is your co-host Randy. And today we're here at the 63rd Annual Ozark Steam Engine Association Steam O Rama in Halltown, Missouri. If you guys have been watching our videos lately, you've seen probably some promotional stuff we've done. We've talked about this show a few times. But this is our local show. We got a lot of show left to go, and we realized we hadn't shot an intro to this video yet. So that's what we're doing right now. As you can see, we got the Waterloo Boy in the background. Maybe later in the video you might see what we've done with it.
A little action, a little Waterloo Boy action.
But yeah, this is gonna be a good video, guys. I can feel it. So come along with us, have fun, and remember, like and subscribe down below. Tell a friend, you know, leave us some comments.
Yeah, leave comments.
If you're here and you see yourself in this video, let us know. You know, we'd love to hear from you guys. So come along, watch the video.
This guy gonna get run over. Whew. Smoking hot. Finally got a fire in it. We'll have her running here in a little bit.
My favorite YouTube channel.
Is?
It is. Chasing Rust.
There you go.
You guys got some great content with some shows all across the country. We look forward to it.
Now you're on there.
If you're not subscribed to this channel, you need to subscribe to this channel. What YouTube channel?
You got to get the lady of Steam to say that too. She has more influence than we do.
She's busy. So what are you doing out here today?
Look at trains, man.
Yeah?
Yep.
Do you like them?
Oh yeah, I do
Yeah?
like them.
Awesome. You come out every year?
That's right. Every
Cool.
year.
You guys live here close?
Yeah, we live in Springfield.
Springfield, all right. Well, you're going to be on Chasing Rust.
All right.
You're going to be famous now. Yeah. Have a good day. All right, so we're here with Ben Christensen, and Ben came up and was asking me about the Star here. And Ben, so tell me why you're interested in this engine.
The reason I'm interested in this engine is because my grandfather, probably roughly 100 years or 110 years ago, farmed with an Altman Star. And so for years I've been looking for one of these tractors, but I've never been able to find a full-scale tractor, and it was just by luck that I come across you guys with the half-scale.
Okay. Well, that's cool. Yeah, there's only, I think, 2 original full-scale engines still in existence. One doesn't run, and one does run.
I had wondered about that because I've looked all over, high and low, for plans for this, and I just have always struck out.
Yeah. Yeah, they just don't exist anymore. One is at Rolog. The one at Rolog does not run. And then they have one in Indiana, somewhere up in Indiana, that actually does run.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's the only 2 full-scale engines that I know of.
Okay.
And then this is a half scale, And there's another one just like this, but it's just a little bit bigger, that the same man that built this built that one. Yeah. And it's out in Kansas.
Well, I'd been tempted to try to make one myself because I am a machinist by trade.
Okay.
But you know, of course, without the plans, you really have nothing to work on.
Yeah, right. Yep. Well, I'm glad you came up and asked the question, because that's really cool.
I'm glad too.
That's very very unusual to find somebody that even knows what this engine is, you know. And better yet, that you had a relative that that actually ran one.
Yeah, and you know, usually everything, or not everything, but a lot of the tractors you see are case.
Yeah.
Or case types.
Yep.
So to actually relate to my grandfather as having driven something that wasn't quite run of the mill,
Yeah.
Was always kind of a special thing for me. So
Right.
like
Yep.
this.
Yeah. And these were basically sawmill engines, what they were built for.
Well, he used his for threshing.
Okay.
And,
same principle then.
And going back, of course, in 1956, when I was 4 years old, was the last time he drug out a thrashing machine. So
Okay.
I remember just as a little squirt,
Yeah.
watching him thrash with that, and then you know, there was no more.
Nice. Yep. Well, that's really cool. Thanks for stopping by.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you taking the time.
You bet. Thanks for being on the video with us here.
Well, thank you.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Right now we got about 100 pounds on there. You can see our water in our sight glass, about 3/4, still full from filling it up. So, you know, it's pretty cool to, you know, this is what this is about, is just having conversations with folks that come up and talk about stuff. And, you know, this random gentleman just come up and said his grandfather used to run a C. Altman Star engine, and so I'm like, well, that's what this is. And so we got to talking, and that's pretty cool. That's, you know, that's rare, and getting more rare all the time. So that's why we do this stuff, right? To preserve our history, to talk about our history and keep that alive, because these things are definitely, you know, things of the past, right? Most people have no idea what they are. Most people don't even know they exist, honestly. And some people that do know what they exist, they don't know what they are or even how to do anything with them. And so, you know, that's why we do this, to restore, not restore our history, but, you know, keep our history going, right? And obviously we come from Josh and I come from a farming family, and, you know, my great-grandfather would be Josh's great-great-grandfather. Worked on a Harrison Jumbo. He had several Harrison Jumbo engines and thrashed all around this area. And so it's just a natural, it's in our blood, you know. This is what we were born into. It's what I tell people. That is one of the nicest scale model oil pulls you will ever see. There's others out there, but you won't find one any nicer than that one right there. Our late friend and former president, Charlie Stark, built that in his garage. And these are his grandsons, one of their wives. They're getting it ready for the parade, I guess. So good to see the guys getting this out and running it around. Very nice example. The old Peerless. This is the Springfield Road Roller. That's the big geyser, all owned by the McAfee family. That 50 horse case coming in, club engine right there, owned by the association. It's 13-year-old Ethan Brummett running the engine, and that's his dad Travis back there behind him, overseeing him. And Travis has been an engineer here at the grounds for his entire life, so those boys got some good steam engine history there. And Ethan has come on as a good young man in bringing up the engine there, running it, and he'll probably run that engine for years to come. So Nichols and Shepard engine right there belongs to Dana and Robin Erickson. Dana's on the engine right there with one of his boys, and so that's a featured engine this year here at 2025 Steam O Rama. Mary. Very nice 65 horse case. If you have or haven't, not sure in the video where, but he'll have this on the shingle saw. May or may not have already been on video, but very nice engine. Now we got the smallest engine case ever built, smallest traction engine, I guess, 30 horse case. This engine's been at this show for many years. It's on its second owner here at the show. And then there's the little Peerless. We've seen it before. with the wooden spoke wheels. That's the oldest traction engine on the ground. These originally had wood spoke front wheels. Those have been replaced. Owned by the McCaffrey family. And then one of the biggest, if not the biggest engine on the ground, the big Geyser. This engine has only moved about 30 miles from where it was sold new and delivered to. It built the road for Highway 65 from out of Springfield south towards Branson, and it's only lived in Greene and Christian counties its entire life until we changed our showgrounds and we moved out here. This is the furthest it's ever been from where it was made originally. Oh, we're holding up the people mover here. All 3 people on there. up in the parade. Man, this is gonna go on forever. All right. I didn't forget you. Got the Minneapolis crowd back here. Cub cadets, how you fellas doing?
Good.
Oop. Yeah. Yeah. Farmall C here. I think I missed your tractors back here. Would you look at those wagons and this plow and this nice little tractor? I wonder who all that belongs to.
Some crazy guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, young lady.
so someplace or another has met the ladies of Steam.
I have.
So they're,
We're the Stark sisters, really.
well, they're really the Stark sisters.
Yeah.
Yes, to be official.
Yeah.
All right, and they're going to tell him all about their steam engine. All right, awesome. Those are just ordinary cedar stumps. He's going to turn them into cedar shingles. Very shortly. There it goes. It automatically sets them out. It automatically sets the block out. So that the next time that when it makes the next pass, it automatically kicks it out a little bit. And it's at an angle, so they're narrow on one end and thick on the other. And that's what they used to roof your house with, was shake shingles, if you've heard of shake shingles. Cedar shingles, that's what they use. They could use oak, I guess, but anyway, that's how they're made. It's actually his steam engine there pulling this machine. All this belongs to Nick. Good. Back buzzing through the trucks. I think there's some here that weren't here the last time we came through. A little miniature Peterbilt there. Truck and trailer. That truck was up at the Red Power Roundup in Sedalia we went to. Saw that truck up there. Nice advanced body Chevy there, 52 or 3, somewhere in there. Nice International 1110. Somebody put all the work in that. Look at that old Dodge Power Wagon. And this Dodge cab over. That's a nice one there. And we got the old Fords over here. I like that truck.
Hey, thanks, buddy.
So now we got tractors lined up here for the classic tractor pull tonight. And you see we got rubber tires and steel wheels, and you're like, how do they pull those all at the same time? Well, they're all in different classes, and the steel wheels pull after the rubber tire classes. There's the man himself right there. So the rubber tire classes go first, and then the steel wheel classes go last. And then if there's any crawlers here, they'll be after that. Dave Thurman. How's it going? Did you put the bubble gum in the bottom left corner?
We did.
Okay.
Put the JB weld in places. Right?
Okay, good. Good. It's holding so far.
It's holding.
Good. What?
Case 150, that's the big engine.
Yep. Is that a Wisconsin in there? What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
BH4D, it's a 30 horse electric start.
Okay. And then what's the barrel from?
I don't know if it was a water tank or somebody said it could have been a vertical boiler.
Yeah. Huh. Got Ford wheels on it, I guess. Well, not really. 924, that's pretty small.
I've never figured out what the wheels were.
Yeah. Huh. That's
Front
really cool.
rear axle, steering box, transmission are all out of a 65 International Scout pickup.
Okay.
And then it's got sprocket and chain drive steering.
Yeah. Nice. I like the chain around the edge there. That's a nice touch.
And to get that radius,
Oh, you had to cut them.
I took a cutoff wheel and very carefully cut the inside of it, each link, and then it just bent around there.
Nice. That's really cool. Thanks for bringing it down.
Oh yeah. No,
I like the tricycle too, by the way.
Yeah. No, this was a blast out here.
Yeah. That's pretty nifty.
Yeah, thank you.
Let me get the other side. Pretty cool. Really nice old International.
All right, we'll see ya.
Check out this little Cub Cadet with duals on it. He's got little kids on there. That's cute. That's a
Is we always want what we call our front sheet covered. So that's one of the safety features is our sight glass on the very back or sometimes on the side depending on the engine. It's just keeping track of where water is. That is the most important thing from a safety standpoint is just keeping our water above that crown sheet level. So this is our dome here. And so you can see a little bit up there in the dome. So it goes up and it goes through a series of pipes. And so those series of pipes are going to take it through the throttle, and the throttle's connected back there. It's going to take it through the governor, another series, and then eventually it ends up going into behind here, which is our piston. So this particular engine is a single cylinder. Most traction engines are a single cylinder. There is, we do have a fortunate opportunity. Melissa's going to be running a double cylinder. I'll talk about that here in a moment. But this is what we call a single cylinder engine. So there is a piston inside this cylinder that goes back and forth.
What do you think? You like it? Good. Thanks for bringing it down, David.
Hey, no problem. Thank
Appreciate
you.
You bet. Just saw this in the parking lot. I thought I'd film it.
Holy cow.
Got my nephew Coop here. He's my co-pilot right now. How you doing, Coop?
Good.
He's telling me all about YouTube while we're looking at this big tractor. So you come out to the Steam Engine show to check it out?
Yeah.
This is the commentary part where we have a conversation.
Oh, okay.
There's the pit crew back here. So right now we are in the process of being in line to weigh in for the tractor pull tonight. We got a set of scales right up here, and so we're going to pull up there, weigh the tractor and myself, and then they use that weight as a percentage of the I don't know how it works. It's all on percentages. However much the tractor and the driver weigh compared to how many people you pick up on the sled. So it's math, you know, high calculus math, I think it is. I don't know how it works. I just show up and drive the tractor down the track. So we are sitting out here in the pits, basically, waiting to pull the 35 4-bolt B in the tractor pull. And so you can see they're going down the track there now. It's a walk-on sled. You won't see that hardly anywhere else in the United States. Very rarely will you see that. So the tractor pulls the sled down. People step onto the sled from the side there, and then their weight is calculated. Again, percentages, you probably saw that earlier in the video, maybe like 2 minutes ago, I don't know. Anyway, so that's how it works. This is a very old-time type tractor pull. This is how they used to do it back in the old days, and that's why we do it here at our show. So you're gonna get to a bird's eye view here in a minute and watch me pull down the track. Stay tuned. Here we go, folks.
I'm having a hard time seeing under that floppy hat, but if I had to guess, that's probably Randy McCauley sitting up there. On a 1937 John Deere B, weighing in at 3,575 pounds.
What I was thinking.
James Townsend pulled 11 riders at a percentage of 154.418.
Not bad.
12 riders down the stretch. I don't know how Randy McCauley uses John Deere's to pull with. He's got so many of them. I wonder if he just rolls a die and puts a John Deere. Alright, next up we've got Hometown.
Well, I don't know how well we did, but we gave it our best shot. We got 12 people on the sled. Pretty good. Never pulled this never pulled this tractor before, so you know, it's a little heavy with the weights on there and all, but also that helps it a little bit. Probably should let a little air out of the tires, maybe. But you know what? It's all for fun anyway. Okay, well, Josh is working the sled tonight, so that puts me on tractor starting duty, I guess. So we're gonna see if we can get his AR started and drive it down there for him to be ready to pull it here in a little bit. Good luck to me. Good luck to me. Then good luck to Josh. Getting ready to pull his AR right here, and you're going to get a bird's eye view of
picked up like 4 or 5 riders on the second time. But hey, you know what? This thing didn't start. We did a video the other day. I don't even know if we put it out, probably not. But carburetor was all gummed up and I just let it sit with gas in it overnight. And then we drug it over here and I haven't done nothing with it all weekend. And we just pulled out the gate and I think they told me my percentage was 140.42. I believe. Don't hold me to that 100%, but I'm about 98.7% sure that that's what it was. So we got a few more we're gonna pull here. Hope you guys are liking this video, and remember, like and subscribe down below. Chasing Rust. Picked up 24, which is the maximum number of riders, but we got hung up going out the gate, so probably got a little too much air pressure in the tires still, but hey, you know what, I'm proud of it. All right, we're buying a tractor, hadn't really done a whole lot to it. We've just drug it around all summer. It's a good runner, and it's been a good time. I thoroughly enjoy this thing. So, we got a couple more steel wheel tractors to pull, so keep watching. Got updates, people. Folks. 196.86. That's what Glenn did. It's a little better than the AR. But then again, we expected that. So, hey, in other news, we also put Glenn on the pony brake this weekend. I don't think we got any video of that, but if you guys care to think or care to guess what horsepower it made, put it down in the comments. Let's see what you think. I'll be honest. I'll tell you the number. I got nothing to hide. I'll give you the real number. So put it down in the comments. And if you haven't done that yet, it hit 35. Got 35 out of it. I got an A over there. I got 29 out of. So, but Glenn hit 35. So I got to go back to being Captain Hook. So I'm gonna hand you guys off to Boo Thing, and we'll see what she comes up with on video.
Y'all smile pretty for the camera, you're gonna end up on YouTube.
it's Sunday morning here on the grounds. Somebody's blowing a whistle somewhere. It's probably 9 o'clock in the morning, I think. And we're all very, very tired. It's been a very hot, dusty, dry weekend. As things sometimes go, most of us are sick or have been sick or are getting sick. So it's making the rounds, you know. Sunday's always usually a, you know, much quieter, calmer day. You got people leaving out, like those folks right there, you know. It's just kind of a slow process on Sunday. Everybody's got to get home and get back to work. But we're still here. We're going to do some thrashing and I don't know, sawmill maybe. We'll have a parade today and we'll do a few other things. So we'll try to get some more footage today. We'll probably do some plowing later on. So stick around with us. Hope you're liking Chasing Rust. And if you do, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And that really helps us out a bunch. We appreciate that greatly. So this is a family affair right here, and that's how these shows go. You go to any show, there's a lot of families involved, and that's certainly the case here. We have Ron Mattingly up there, the grandfather, and then his son-in-law and his granddaughter here pitching bundles. So, and there goes my son walking in my shot.
Okay guys, so that's going to do it for today's episode of Chasing Rust. We're here in front of the 125 horse Cooper Bessemer engine.
This is owned by the Edgeta Branch 16. This engine came out of a milk plant in El Dorado Springs, Missouri. Runs off propane. And there's a Waterloo Boy engine back there running.
But
we're going to call it on this video.
We're going to call it a day. So we're not sure which video this one is, if it's the first one or the second one. But if it's the first one, come back for week 2. If it's the second one, we're glad to see you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.
And we just hit 1,000 subscribers, guys. That's a big accomplishment for us. We've been looking forward to it. So we just want to say thank you, and let's keep the good times rolling. And as always, remember, like and subscribe down below, leave us a comment, and we'll see you on the next one. Oh, he's on grandpa duty.
Hi, Caden. Say, Chasing Rust. Chasing Rust.